Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Family Fudge. Today, the family and I are exploring even more of Japan. And this time, we're going shopping. Come along with us as we check out Japan's out-of-control version of Walmart, also known as Don Quixote. While we're there, we're giving each kid 1,000 yen to buy whatever they want. Today, we're also going to be eating only 7-Eleven food for lunch. And then we'll finish the day with some conveyor belt sushi, which is surprisingly so much cheaper than it would be back at home. So friends, come join our family and let the adventures begin.
So as you can see, it is quite wet today. So we decided to actually make this a shopping day. So we'll be inside and hopefully not getting soaked. Right now it is just about lunchtime. So we're going to stop and get some snacks at the convenience before we get on the train.
Now, I don't want to sound like a hater, but in the States, we pretty much only go to 7-Eleven for gas or the occasional Slurpee. But here in Japan, 7-Elevens are so much better, and I'll show you why.
Now, as far as convenience stores go in Japan, there are lots of them, and all of them have something a little bit different. It's hard to pick just one favorite. But if I'm looking for like a sandwich or something hot and prepares, I'm going to 7-Eleven. If I'm looking for a dessert, I'm going to Lawson's. And if I want family chicken or some really good fried chicken, I'm going to Family Mart. So convenience stores are usually kind of small, and with all 6 of us, it can be a little bit overwhelming. So what I like to do is I'll take the girls and let them pick something while the boys stay with John, and then it'll be the boys' turn, or vice versa. I take them in groups. That way we're not taking up the entire store.
7-Elevens in Japan, of course, have things like snacks and drink, but they also have a huge selection of fresh foods and baked goods that you wouldn't find in the US. Now, I'm a huge fan of their sandwiches, especially the strawberry sandwich and the egg salad sandwich. Then they also have things like noodle dishes and rice bowls, and they'll even heat these up for you at the register if you want. I also think their ice cream selection is amazing. And then, of course, the baked goods, I find that these are really different. You can get things like corn and mayo bread, curry-filled bread, some crab-shaped bread, and then they also have some French toast with fermented butter. Something else that I love at 7-Eleven are their DIY smoothie cups. These are so good and surprisingly cheap. Now, at 7-Eleven, you often pay with machines like this one, so don't worry if you don't know a lot of Japanese, you will be fine. Another thing that I've noticed is that the workers here are so happy to help you.
Let's get going. You come over here, and you put on your lid, and you already have your straw, and there you go. Ikimashou. So one of the things that I've been told, and I'm pretty sure that it's true, is that it's quite rude to eat and drink while you're walking in Japan. So we're actually going to pull over here right in front of the 7-Eleven and have our little snacky lunch before we head out. But I want to show you what everybody picked because you got quite the variety here. Now, Miss Lily, she picked something that I've never tried before myself. It's basically a little croquette. So that's basically like a deep fried item. This one has potato and cheese. So I'm thinking it's going to be like a big mozzarella stick maybe. Should we open it and see? Okay, you hold that. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like mashed potatoes with cheese, and it's like fried. So it's like really crispy on the outside with the panko breadcrumbs. Here you go, Missy. And then Griffin chose one of my favorites. I used to get these all the time when I worked here in Japan because not only are they delicious, but they're actually really cheap. I think this one was like 191 yen or something like that. But basically, it's kind of like a bao bun, but it actually has like tomato sauce and cheese. Look, it actually says pizza on the outside. These are so good and cheesy. Look at that cheese pull. You can see the steam coming off of it. So yummy. They just go like this, and then you can eat it. And actually, I picked the same thing. And then lastly, as you guys saw, Jackson chose the smoothie. This is our first time buying a smoothie at 7-Eleven, and it was so easy. Actually, the lady helped us, and she was so sweet. You actually buy the fruit first, and then you can take this over and put it in the machine, and it does everything. Let's give it a taste test. You know what it tastes like? It tastes exactly like a Costco smoothie, like the berry one that they used to have. It tastes exactly the same. It's pretty good. And then another thing about Japan is you're not going to find a lot of trash cans anywhere. So this little garbage that I have, I'm going to put in my reusable bag, and I'll need to carry it around with me all day or until I find a trash can. Because even here at the 7-Eleven, I don't see one at all. So I guess I'm taking it with me. It came in a set of all fruit-looking bags, and it actually just, it's kind of like that old school poppable toy where you just pop it out. And there you have it. This one's purple, so this is technically Lily's bag, but we're just going to share this one today. And there we have it, little garbage. I'll fold this up, stick it in my backpack, and it'll go with me everywhere. So we cheers. Cheers. Or sheep. So as a big group, when we go into train stations, we always have our stuff ready. So our cards are out and ready to use, so we don't like hold up the line and make people mad. And for this, we're gonna need our Pasmo card. This isn't a regular Pasmo. I guess they're having a shortage of those right now. And so this one's just for like visitors, so people here on vacation. Now we could have gotten a welcome Suica card that would work exactly the same, but when we were at the airport, the line for that card was like half an hour, and this one had no line at all. And plus, I like that this one has a cute little Sanrio characters on it. So you can use this for the trains, for the buses, and at vending machines, and 7-Eleven too. Now, when we got these at the airport, we were at the counter, and we actually were talking to a real person. And because we did that, we were able to get kids' Pasmo cards for 12 and under, and they get 50% off of their ride fares. And another interesting thing is that when they go through the little touch point, you actually hear a little bird chirping noise, and that's to tell everyone around that there's a child going through. Can we just have a moment for the hair? Because with this weather, by the end of this video, I'm gonna be like crazy looking. It's gonna be a wild mess. I know it looks like I'm crying, but it's actually just so cold that my eyes are like tearing up. I'm not crying. I'm actually really happy to be here. We're having a great time, and I'm excited to go to Don Quixote. I've never actually been to Don Quixote because when I lived in Japan, I was out in the country and we didn't really have big stores like that. So I'm excited to go and see what there is. So I can read Japanese a little bit to a certain extent, but I'm still sounding things out. So I'm trying to read this warning sign here, and I'm not quite sure what it means, but we're gonna go down this dark looking tunnel anyways. Ready? Ikimashou. Made it. Oh my gosh, so it goes in this direction, that direction, it goes in that direction. This reminds me of parts of London actually, except way cleaner. Okay, so I'm still curious what this says. So in this case, we're gonna use Google Translate. So yeah, you're supposed to ride your bicycle down the center part. That's like a wild ride. The mascot of Don Quixote is like a big blue penguin. I do know that much. And we're almost there, and that's good because I'm freezing. Let's go. Check out this retro-looking police van.
Now, I'd say Don Quixote is similar to Walmart because they have an incredibly diverse range of products, like so many different things to choose from, things you didn't even know you needed.
You're definitely gonna need one of these. Let's go. Today I'm looking for lunch supply, beauty stuff, and that's about it. We're gonna give each kid 1,000 yen to spend on whatever they want, and we'll see who picks the coolest items. And you guys, I know 1,000 yen sounds like a lot, but it's roughly $9, $8, depending on the conversion rate, so.
Don Quixote also likes to have lots of bargain priced items, which definitely makes me think of Walmart. You'll find things like groceries, electronics, clothing, lots and lots of cosmetics. They also have household goods, souvenirs, and you'll even find some unusual or quirky items that might appeal to tourists. There's so much going on, it can almost be like a sensory overload in these stores.
Okay guys, now I was super excited to find these American cereals here. So we have Cinnamon Toast Crunch Minis, Reese's Puff Minis. We got Lucky Charms with s'mores and Kit Kat cereal. Oh, look at the price. Look at the price, 1,380 yen. That's expensive for one box of cereal. I would never spend that much on one box of cereal. Okay, so this store actually has a lot of prepared foods as well, like bentos and rice balls. But look at this massive one. This one actually has katsu, like a pork cutlet, and yakisoba inside. Never seen such a thing before. Look at all the different rice balls, and they're all super cheap. But you guys, my favorite one is this one. This is like an omelet rice, almu rice ball. It's got like a ketchupy rice on the bottom with a soft egg on top, or like a scrambled egg sort of topping. It's really good. Okay, this is making me hungry. We need to go. So I just passed these salad dressings, and this gola sesame seed one is definitely my favorite, but for a second I thought I found ranch here in Japan, and I was gonna be shocked. This totally looks like ranch. Shi da sarada dore pingu. Oh, it's Caesar. It's Caesar. Okay, I got it. So here's our cart full of stuff. We got a lot of snacks, some beauty products. I didn't find any bento things that I needed, but the kids did find one item. I was starting to think though that 1,000 yen here was not gonna buy hardly anything, but that's okay. But the kids are getting tired and hungry, so we're going to check out and then head over to Kura Sushi. So we were just about to leave at Don Quixote, and I found the bento boxes, and they're actually really cute. There's this Harry Potter one, which is actually like a double stacked one. There's also a Frozen on an Elsa one, a little plaid one, which I love, and there's even a Hello Kitty. But you guys, I have so many lunch boxes back at home. I'm actually almost out of space for them. So I'm going to have to pass on these today, but they are adorable. Kura Sushi is a place that we love to go to back at home, but this is a little bit different. Right now, it's not really dinner or lunchtime, so there's not really anybody here. But check this out. Before you eat, you can actually stop and wash your hands. That is a great idea, so let's all do that, okay? Back at home in Florida, our Kura Sushi is much smaller, and there is like no waiting area at all. But look at this, it's huge. This isn't even the biggest Kura Sushi. I've heard that there's one in Ikebukuro near Tokyo Skytree. that can seat up to like 300 people at once. So it's a little bit different than in Florida. In Florida, there is a tablet for ordering, but it's like attached to the thing so nobody can steal it, which makes sense. So we're actually gonna place our order on this tablet and then we'll let you know what we got. Another thing we don't have at our Kura Sushi is the ability to make your own matcha. So there's a little container there, and over here, there's a little hot water dispenser. We do not have those in America, or at least at the location in Orlando for whatever reason. Okay, so I'm noticing that there are a lot of differences between this menu and the menu in Florida. There's not a lot of like rolls, like you can't get a California roll or a Texas roll, obviously. No. So I'm just gonna do all the ordering, what I think people will like, and hopefully they will. Wait. So it took me a minute to figure this out, but it looks like you have to scan this. Okay guys, so that full table of stuff came to 4,490 yen. When we go to Kura Sushi in Orlando, it almost always costs us at least $100. So such a good deal. Okay guys, we got back from our trip and we're all pretty tired. I actually changed into my comfy clothes. And then I remembered that we didn't actually show you what we got from Don Quixote. So, should we show them?
Yeah.
So Lily picked this miniature barber set and a chocolate soy milk. Interesting combo. Jackson chose this mini Snoopy's garage and some little chocolate biscuits. Griffin chose this mini kitchen set and some little cookies that kind of look like Oreos. Mackenzie got a couple of different things. This is a My Melody exfoliating towel, and I don't know if you've ever tried an exfoliating towel from Japan, but they are amazing. And the plus is that this one's also cute. She picked these little choco mushroom snacks. For me, I got this special face wash. And then I'm most excited about these face masks. These say that they can make you look like you've slept for 8 hours in just 8 minutes, and I could definitely use that. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I've heard good things about it. And this pack has a couple of different masks. And then I also got this hair mask treatment. I've heard really good stuff about this one too.
Coming up next time on the Family Fudge, we're taking you along with us as we check out some super unique Japanese vending machines. After that, we're kicking off our Japanese road trip. We'll eat lunch at Costco in Japan, and I'll share with you exactly how I nearly broke my ankle.